Self Reliance is a new Hulu film that is directed by Jake Johnson, also stars him as well. So today, let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Hulu. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. Tommy receives an invitation to win $1 million by playing a game where he must outwit hunters attempting to kill him. He realizes the hunters can only attack him when he's alone, but none of his friends and family believe the game is real. This is a very clever idea for a hunter movie where Tommy is played by Jake Johnson, and he can win $1 million if he lasts 30 days without being killed, and he cannot be killed if he is with other people. So he hires other people to be around him at all times. He tries to find other contestants as well, put himself in public places, sleep with other people in bed that are related to him just so he can be around somebody. It's a very clever idea, and you start to realize, how could I win this game? How can I manipulate the game to win and be around people at nighttime, which would be very hard. But I think that this film does a nice job of utilizing the rules to its advantage to make it really fun. This is a bit of a, not so much an action movie. It's got comedy in it. There are some fight sequences, but for the most part, it's got this nice kind of balance, a little leaning more towards the comedy aspect to it. It is produced by Lonely Island. We do have Andy Samberg in here, who plays himself. Kendrick also is within this film. There's a few other cameos as well, so I would say it leans more towards the comedy, but it's not like a gut-busting comedy. It's just got some nice jokes along the way. I wish they would have utilized more of the hunters, because 30 days go by. He starts to, in the beginning, the first 10 days, be a little cocky. He's like, I got this. Puts himself in predicaments where he is alone. I think they should have utilized more of those hunters to provide more intensity throughout, because as we gear up towards the last day of his competition, there are a few different hunters that come out, and we realize that they've been around for quite some time, and they're very sneaky about what they do. He calls them ninjas, and throughout this movie, Jake Johnson's character has a lot of time to reflect on his life. So it feels like there is a lot of downtime. Imagine if you were in a game where you had to last for 30 days and there were people constantly trying to kill you and you couldn't be alone. It would be very scary and very urgent, and your head would be constantly running with ideas on how to protect yourself. But there is a lot of downtime. He reflects on past relationships. He's trying to convince his mother and sister that this game is real. He is going out drinking and walking around alone. He's walking alone at night sometimes. There's just a lot of downtime for an idea that has a lot of intensity to it, and an idea that should be constantly moving, not being slowed down. And I immediately watched this movie and I said, this should be a show, like an 8-episode series, really spanning out the 30 days, not just jam-pack them into an hour and 25-minute movie. And that's where a lot of it does feel rushed. So a lot of that downtime really feels unnecessary and doesn't really contribute much to the movie. Then you start to think that, hey, maybe this isn't real, and his family doesn't believe him. He's trying to convince him, but the way that he describes what is happening to him, Andy Samberg picked me up in a limo and now I'm being hunted by people, and there's someone that looked like Mario, and there's these ninjas that are placing these little cameras around my house. People start to think that maybe he might be suffering from some illness, and then you start to wonder if all this is real. And that's where the movie really kind of plays tricks on you. Is it real or is it not? And they do a fine job of answering all of that, but it's really entertaining along the way, seeing how he is trying to convince people of what is going on, how they're reacting to it all. There is a lot of humor within all of that. So Self Reliance, I think Jake Johnson took a really fun idea and did provide some comedy throughout. I think they could have dived a little bit deeper into the games itself and being protective and going with and following the rules and all of that, because it's a pretty clever idea. I just wanted more from it. If it had that balance of this thriller with comedy, I think it could have worked a little more. I do think it is a pretty fun film, and there are a lot of jokes, and I love the cameos and all the people involved with in this film. I like Anna Kendrick as well. Her character is a character that I wasn't too sure of, and where she was going to end up and what she represented within this movie. But they had really good chemistry, Jake Johnson and Anna Kendrick. I really liked them too within this film. But overall, Self Reliance, I wanted just a little more with, I guess, the action part to it. The ninjas within this movie hunting Jake Johnson, because when we did get it, it was very urgent and intense. The comedy was fine. The acting was good. The story, pretty clever. Just a little more would have been better. But I still recommend checking it out on Hulu. It's a quick watch, but I'm always interested in seeing an actor take on a director role and see how their style plays out within these movies. So before I give you my score for Self Reliance on Hulu, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. If you'd like to see where Self Reliance ranks amongst all the other 2024 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd, and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Self Reliance a B. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Self Reliance, a new film by Jake Johnson. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.